Good morning, all. Today is the 2nd of June, 2016. Received a inquiry from a viewer. Um, so I'm just going to make a video out of it, and hopefully this person doesn't mind. So here's the first question. Um, Popular saying goes, not to trade counter trend. Do you give importance to this theory? It depends. Counter trend is quite profitable if you trained your eyes to do so. And the perfect example of that is yesterday. So um, as you could see, during the opening. So let me mark the opening here. Um, Time. Well, that's not really the opening, but this is the opening around here. So about 8 o'clock, 8:30 around here. So I'm just gonna put a range around this opening. So as you can see, this maybe a first hour, the opening drive, you can see it's selling, right? So so in here you would think, okay, well I'm gonna go short. And as you could see, if you were actually my last trade yesterday, as you can see, I think I got stopped out at like, or I think I sold it like around this area right here. When I purchased it, when I went long and I went against the trend, I think I even called out like, oh, this might reverse like around 75 or whatever. And actually, the low of that is actually at 75. So like I think I mentioned it in my well, I put a little description on my description area on the video from last night that I posted that this thing was due to reverse just because of the congestion. So if you trained your eyes good enough, then you can figure out where the turn in price is. And as you can see, if you were thinking short yesterday here, you'd probably would have been short like around this area. But but there was a reason as to why I decided to go long. So intraday, like this one put out two good strong selling. Well, actually, if you just participate in the opening session, pit session, and also the 8:30 was where most of the volume come in now. You can make money, right? So I mean, you're trying to only capture about 40, 50 ticks of this move, then you're good to go, right? So it as do I give importance to that theory? Then I mean, really, at the end of the day, you're just really here to make money. So in my opinion, any way you can make that happen in making money, then that's what you should stick to and not lose so much, if that makes any sense. So the next question is I see that you have multiple time frames for analysis. What do you look for when you analyze the levels? So basically, you could probably look this up online. Certainly there's a lot of YouTube, but part of my morning preparation prep is I'm a price action, I'm a price kind of fellow. So I'm really I pay solely focus attention on price. Where could it possibly held? And also where it would more likely reverse. So part of my morning routine, which I highly recommend. If you don't have one, you gotta have some kind of morning ritual, morning routine, whatever that may be. But from yesterday, you know um, like I mentioned, this is going to be a very narrow range, as you're going to be playing from this to there, you know, and somewhere in here you'll get some form of reversal, right? So as I was, marking all my levels, I'm paying attention to where that potential turn in price is. So basically, like this one, reverse at 75, you certainly don't want to short at the 80, or just because you think it's going to further go down, because at that point, the range of this was $1.50 yesterday. So your probability of making money from there is probably, I mean, if you're a 5 tick scalper, then you probably would have gotten it. But for me, I'm kind of looking at the big picture and see where the biggest moves are. So that's just part of my morning analysis. Like for instance, today, this price can go anywhere. It can shoot up or it can shoot down, but from my study, based on my study, my projection, my bias this morning is to go up because this thing has been, try to test this, $50 level, but it looks like it's going to fake you out here because as you can see, you got rejected there again, but this thing has, based on my study, it gave me the bias to go make a decision of where the price might go turn because that's just being a trader. You have to figure out where the price is going so you can make money, right? So that's basically the idea is creating a bias and go with your bias. And if you're wrong, I mean, then reverse. Then all you got to do is, I mean, this thing is either going to go up or go down in a given day. I mean, whether you realize it or not, you're just trading in range. So, all of these are a bunch of just ranges. So you just, try to figure out where you can, it's part of, where you should enter, you take your risk, and then where your target is. So if your risk reward is there, then take the trade. Um, so that's how I kind of put the levels together. So as you can see in the morning video, I think there was a viewer that had asked me to go over technical analysis, and that's just kind of my technical analysis. So from there, daily you break it down to smaller time frames, kind of like what you see here. So I have the hourly, and try to figure out where which of these time frame can support my thesis, right? So if you go long, what are your reasons to go long, right? So in this case, like for instance, if you were to pick this value right here, so if you see it selling off, then it's probably not a good idea to buy like right there. You're looking for things where it could potentially test. So a lot of these prices would test the lows, support and resistance. So in any event, that's how I kind of put together the smaller time frame, and I break it down from the 10-minute chart, and I also have like a 1 minute chart. The 1 minute chart really now, and actually I took a recommendation from one of my viewers, which I have to give credit for where credit is due. They said, well, you may want to follow the trend, and that's kind of my reason why I started trading the higher time frames, just because the 1 minute chart really is for just for me to refine my entry, where the best entry might be. So, and actually I'm still testing this code. It's starting to annoy me. I'm starting to print where all the high volumes are, but I think this is just a cumulative sum of all the ticks, all the transaction that's taking place. So I'm just still, this is kind of in a test environment. So transitioning into your next question, let's see. Do you base it off of market profile? Wait, let's see. Here we go. So market profile, I'm not. I'm still a student of market profile. I think I'm going to be a student of the market forever. That this idea is brand new to me. I still quite don't know how to incorporate it to my trading, but mainly, like I said, I'm a price based, I'm just slowly focus on price kind of guy. So as you can see, I don't have that much ready-made indicator, provided by your vendor, like your moving average. I used to do that back in the days, but like I essentially shy it away from it just because, I mean, all your entries, whether you realize it or not, if you base it off of let's see, what is a popular one you'll find on YouTube? I think it's like crossover. When a 20 crossover 20 or 50 crosses over 20, whether crossing down or crossing up, you take along, or your MACD. I used to do that back in the days, but what I'm realizing is that sometimes it's already too late. What you're really doing is you're exposing your money more onto the risk and then getting very little reward for it. So I'd like to get in there quicker, sooner, because the profit is where, where all these prices are hiding. So so that's my thinking about. I mean, market profile wise, I don't. I'm learning. Put it this way. Put it that way. I'm just I'm I'm certainly open to new ideas. But that's kind of my take on that. So, and your final question is about ThinkScript. Um, do you program everything by yourself using ThinkScript? Yes, I do. Most of my indicators, if you want to call that indicator, is based off of the ThinkScript. What I do is basically jam everything into one screen if I can, because I don't have a whole lot of real estate. And and for me, it really does help me out if I can just figure out the things that I need. And I think I made a video on that, as far as like for instance my fib tools. This one is readily available. I just adjusted it. But so it's not really fib levels, it's more like retracement. So that one I got stopped out. um, this one, is just in the increments of 10%. So I don't need to know all the exact detail as far as Fibonacci sequence. I just need to know where where potential, how can I increase my chances of winning, right? So you have to use every tool that you can that is comfortable to you, to help your chance of winning. So, and as you can see, I'm not a winner every day. You're gonna lose. So you have to learn. I have to learn how to accept that. And yesterday wasn't quite a. I think I broke every discipline in the book that I have, and so hopefully I don't repeat that today. Thanks for resources. I started out as looking just mainly online. I mean, you can even use YouTube. There's this guy who makes a really good, yeah, this dude. Uh, I mean, we're no way affiliated, but just looking online, there's a lot of people who shares their idea. So I mean, I would start here, to get an idea. And really their website provides an excellent resource for it. Let's see if I can pull it real quick. I am no affiliated with ThinkScript, and hopefully this is okay. I'm actually now, I'm no way selling their product or anything, just because I'm just trying to help out a viewer. So just for that disclosure, I'm not selling any TD Ameritrade products. So if you Google ThinkScript, you should have this learning center. In this learning center, under charting, you can do ThinkScript, and all of these would give you some reference. Essentially, if you come in here and you know what you want to do, from drawing a trend line or any of that nature, a lot of this stuff, they have examples you could use. So that's how I got started. My background is in engineering, and so some of this was pretty much straightforward, that I could read and understand what's going on. But the beauty of programming is you really don't need any education per se, or formal education, to learn how to program. I mean, I've known high school students who can program better than I can. And a lot of it is just passion. If you're interested into learning it, I mean, some of these are just readily available code, so you can actually literally put this one onto the ThinkScript, and and you could see an actual output out of it, using your chart. So I mean, if the demand is there for ThinkScript, then I can maybe show an example on how to write a code. So anyways, so this is pretty much it. This is a resource that I have. I do spend the time reading it, and try to understand what's going on. Um, and then pretty much it's just a learning process for me. So as well, because as you can see, I'm struggling struggling with this code, and it's actually starting to aggravate me a little bit. I'm really just trying to find huge orders based off of the time in sales, and I think what it's giving me is an accumulated sum of all the transaction. And I'm testing it here and putting it here at the same time, and right now it's I'm not getting the result that I want. And maybe you know maybe maybe toss is probably not a good data to get that from, so I might have to go research someplace else. In any event, this video is about asking a question from the viewer. Certainly, hopefully somebody, you guys learn from it. If you have any other questions, just feel free to drop me a note similar to what that person did, and then you know, like I said, the purpose of this creating this channel is really, if I can help somebody out, then that's kind of my goal, is able to help from each other. I mean, there's plenty of resources out there. How to funnel this into one channel is kind of my goal right now. So if I can get everyone to participate, then it's just I read this blog one person created, and the amount of I just never realized how many people out there are just out there to, this business is purely based on try to take your money. I mean, bottom line, that's what it is. It's a transfer of your wealth from another account to another, if that makes any sense. But some of these guys doesn't trade. They post themselves as an educator, and then they're really out there to take your money. And for me, I mean, it's sickening to my stomach that a lot of people would fall for it, just because they're trying to find their edge. And to me, that was wrong. That was a wrong thing to do. So I figured, if I can share you some of my experience, which is, in my opinion, is very, very valuable, because some of us, just doesn't have the opportunity to sit down with an actual trader, and actually that might actually cost a lot of money to learn from someone like that. So I figured, if we all could collaborate and share our ideas, then all of us would go up in knowledge base, and then as we go up in knowledge base, hopefully somebody else could learn from that. So that was kind of the idea. That's kind of my premise of why I started the channel. I'm not here to sell you anything for sure, but I'm here, to encourage everyone to collaborate. So as you can see, I'm not going to be a winner every day. Certainly, I don't think I'm in that level yet, and I don't think anybody in this business just win every day. So if you think of it in terms of sports and sports betting, then there wouldn't be any betting market be open if one particular team wins every day. So I don't think it'll ever I don't think it'll ever work out that way. So in any event, hopefully you learned something from this. Like I said, if you have any other questions, just let me know. I'm certainly willing to share my ideas. If Again, thank you for supporting the channel. Those are good questions. Just ask away, and I can help out whenever I can. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. If you like this video, please subscribe. Click the like button. Certainly, I think helps me with spreading out spreading this out. So until then, I guess I'll see you on the next video. Take care.